Have you ever looked at your leftover pizza crust and thought, wow, this could heat someone's home? No? Well, buckle up, because your trash is about to get a serious promotion. We're talking about biomethane, a renewable gas that starts off as what I like to call everything your fridge forgot existed: food scraps, manure, sewage, basically the land of misfit leftovers. Don't worry, it gets better. It ends much cleaner than it starts. So here's the quick, simplified science, and I promise I won't turn this into a chemistry lecture. When organic waste breaks down without oxygen, in a process called anaerobic digestion, microbes get to work. These bacteria eat the waste and produce a gas mixture called biogas. Biogas is mostly methane and carbon dioxide, plus a bunch of impurities. Think of it as natural gas's messy cousin. Useful, but definitely not ready to move into a pipeline. That's where engineers come in. To turn biogas into biomethane, they remove the carbon dioxide and impurities using technologies like absorption, membrane separation, and adsorption, and even cryogenic separation, which is basically putting a gas in a very fancy freezer. Different methods cost different amounts of money and use different amounts of energy, but the goal is always the same: concentrate the methane until it reaches about 97 to 99% purity. Once that happens, biomethane becomes chemically almost identical to fossil natural gas. Same molecule, same uses, but way cleaner. You can cook with it, heat your home with it, or even power buses. Yes, your leftovers could literally drive public transportation. Your banana peel might be out here doing more for society than you are. Now here's where it gets really important. When food waste or manure decomposes on its own, it releases methane straight into the atmosphere. And methane is no joke. Over a 20-year period, it traps more than 80 times as much heat as carbon dioxide. And even over 100 years, it's still about 25 times stronger. Capturing that methane instead of letting it leak is a huge climate win. Upgrading biogas into biomethane doesn't just make energy, it prevents emissions that would have happened anyway. A 2024 study by Bakaglu and Hawks found that biomethane can reduce greenhouse gas emission by up to 70% compared to fossil natural gas. That's massive. Unless methane leaks from the system, which, yes, we'll get to. According to the International Energy Agency, biomethane could replace a meaningful chunk of natural gas used globally right now, using existing pipelines alone. No massive new infrastructure required. Countries like Denmark and Sweden already run buses on biomethane. Some rural communities generate electricity from farm waste. Others inject biomethane directly into gas grids. It's one of the rare climate solutions that feel almost too simple. Take waste, stop it from polluting, turn it into energy, and repeat. Of course, it's not perfect. Biomethane needs waste, a lot of it, so it's not infinitely scalable. If the world suddenly stopped wasting food, which actually would be great, biomethane production would drop. Climate benefits also depend heavily on something called the consumption to production ratio, meaning most of the methane produced has to be captured and actually used. If too much leaks, the climate benefits shrink fast. Large biogas facilities can also have environmental impacts of their own, including odor issues and methane leaks that erase gains quickly. And even if we maxed out global biomethane production, it still couldn't replace all fossil fuels by itself. It's a powerful tool, but not the whole toolbox. That's why biomethane works best when it's done right. Studies show its climate benefits depend on good design and good management. High methane capture rates, tight infrastructure, constant monitoring, and strong regulations to prevent leaks. When systems are well managed, biomethane can dramatically cut emissions. When they're poorly managed, the benefits disappear fast. So this isn't just a science problem, it's a planning and policy problem too. And that's actually good news, because it means humans, us, can choose to do this well. So is biomethane perfect? No. But is it a valuable tool to reduce methane emissions from waste, one of the fastest ways to slow warming in the short term? Absolutely. Not to be sappy, but it's a process where something gross becomes something useful. If you think biomethane deserves more attention, and if you want cleaner energy that actually deals with methane, check out the petition link below. It's a small action with a big impact. And hey, it might be the only time signing something online leads to less garbage in the world. Thank you for listening.